Well, hi again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Brainiacs Bowl here on BCSN, powered as always by Owens Community College. I'm your host, Mason Lowry. We're getting near the end of the first round of play in this year's Brainiacs Bowl. Either Ottawa Hills or Tiffin Columbian can put their names in the hat, so to speak, to get to the championship round later in the year. Now, as we tape this, just one night ago, I watched the Ottawa Hills basketball team survive Toledo Christian in overtime. One of the best sporting events I've seen all year. Maybe this one will come down to the wire just like that one did. Before we dive into the buzz-in round, we will show you how these kids are going to play. But first, let's meet the teams.
Sal Parikh Jr.
Joseph Dooley, Jr. Zach Rashid, sophomore.
Miral Hameda, Jr.
Shayan Shenaz, Jr.
Carlia Adams, Senior.
Kenton Fell, sophomore.
Ethan Schmidt, senior.
Parker Straub, senior.
Casey Vasco, senior.
Welcome to the buzz-in round.
In the buzz-in round, both teams will have their buzzers in hand. Teams buzzing in and answering correctly will receive 10 points. If they answer incorrectly, they will lose 10 points. Good luck.
And as always, the buzz-in round is brought to you by our friends at Unison Health and the Mental Health Board of Lucas County. And guys, remember, at the end of this and all subsequent rounds, you will hear this sound. Everybody ready? Buzzers in hand, all set to go? Let's do it. Your 3 minutes begins now. Japan is divided into 9 regions, which are further divided into 47 smaller districts called what? Ottawa Hills.
Prefectures.
Prefectures is correct. The name of what element comes from its use in constructing pipes and lime baths in ancient Rome? Ottawa Hills?
Limestone.
Sorry, no. The answer is lead. Here's a line from The Simpsons. So I said to him, look, buddy, your car was upside down when we got here. And as for your grandma, she shouldn't have mouthed off like that. This is a reference to what work by Flannery O'Connor. Good luck. Anything? A good man is hard to find. I thought that might trip you up. What Supreme Court justice stated that shouting fire in a crowded theater would not be protected as free speech in Schenck v. United States? Looking for Oliver Wendell Holmes. Kennesaw Mountain Landis banned certain players for life from what sport during its 1919 game-fixing scandal?
Football.
Incorrect. Sorry, that's -10 for Tiffin Columbian. It was Major League Baseball. Florence is the capital city of what region of Italy? Anything? Looking for Tuscany. What African country's flag includes a gold star, an assault rifle, a hoe, and an open book? Ottawa Hills.
Angola.
Sorry, no, it's Mozambique. What phenomenon in the ocean is caused partly by the sun, but mostly by the gravity of the moon? Tiffin Columbian.
Tides.
Tides is correct. William Hanna and Joseph Barbera were pioneers in what industry? Columbian. Say again?
Cartoons.
Correct, or animation. What early draft of To Kill a Mockingbird was later revised for publication by its author, Harper Lee? A lot of shrugs. It's Go Set a Watchman. What manual of parliamentary procedure written by a U.S. Army officer was first published in 1876? We'll move on from that. It's Robert's Rules of Order. Whose pamphlet Common Sense caused a sensation in the Ottawa Hills?
Thomas Paine.
Thomas Paine is correct. In one of which author's novels does the psychopath Anton Chigurh attempt to retrieve a satchel from Llewellyn Moss? Columbian.
Stephen King.
Sorry, no. Cormac McCarthy. Name this war fought between the United States government and forces led by the eponymous Sauk chieftain. Anything? It's the Black Hawk War. Khufu ordered the construction of a great one of what buildings found at Giza, Ottawa Hills?
Pyramids.
Pyramids is correct. And that's time. A lot of difficult questions in that opening round, wasn't it? Scores very low to this point, but that's all right. It happens often, and the really good news is there's plenty more Brainiacs Bowl to come. We'll have the next round in just a moment.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College. Your success starts here. Apply today at owens.edu.
Are you looking for a life-changing opportunity? Check out Owens Community College, the powerhouse choice for your higher education. Owens offers more than 160 innovative programs, including the region's #1 nursing program and the nation's only accredited MRI associate degree. And Owens has so much more: technical and performing arts, culinary arts, skilled trades, and public safety. Get started today. Learn how Owens will impact your life. Apply today. Your success starts here.
What if you could save by bundling two of your favorite things?
Like milkshakes and roller coasters?
Or internet and mobile phone with the all-new Max Mobile from Buckeye Broadband with unlimited talk and text on our lightning-fast network.
Plans start at $29.99 per line and get a $100 reward card when you switch to Max Mobile.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College, home to Northwest Ohio's #1 nursing college. Welcome to the volley round. The volley round, the first question goes to the team with the lowest score. If they answer correctly, they are awarded 10 points, and the next question goes to the opposing team. If any team answers a question incorrectly, the opposing team gets a chance to answer that question and still receive their question. Good luck.
Welcome back to Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN. Time now for the volley round, where the questions go back and forth. Tiffin Columbian down 10-0 after our first round of play. So Tiffin Columbian, you guys get the first crack at the first question. If you answer incorrectly, Ottawa Hills will get the chance to steal, and so on until the 3 minutes are up. Everybody ready? All right, your time begins now. Columbian, what president advocated for dollar diplomacy after winning the election of 1908?
Can I steal?
Any guess?
No.
Cleveland.
No, sorry. Now you can. Taft is correct. 10 points for Ottawa Hills. Ottawa Hills, this is for you. Which French existentialist author wrote the treatise Being and Nothingness?
Voltaire.
Voltaire, try it. I mean,
Voltaire.
Sorry, no. Columbian, you can steal. It's on the tip of your tongue, isn't it?
Descartes? Something like
Sorry, it's Sartre. Columbian, what Dixiecrat senator filibustered alone for 24 hours and 18 minutes in protest against the Civil Rights Act of 1957?
Smith.
Sorry, no. Ottawa Hills, you can steal.
Strom Thurmond.
Strom Thurmond is correct. Ottawa Hills, what sun deity killed his 400 brothers and sisters after they attempted to hurt his mother for being impregnated by a ball of feathers?
only Sunday.
That's a lot to take in.
Could also be Helios. Could be. Could be. I don't know.
Ra.
It was trying.
Ra.
Sorry, no. Columbian?
Helios?
No, sorry. Think South American. Huitzilopochtli. Columbian, this is yours. What is the name of the large wetlands area in southern Florida?
Everglades?
Yeah, that's it.
Everglades?
Everglades is correct. And Columbian's on the board. Ottawa Hills. Corey's football career is stopped by his bitter garbage collector father, Troy, in what play by August Wilson?
Death of a Salesman.
Sorry, no. Nice try, though. Columbian, you can steal.
No answer.
It's Fences. Columbian, the Christ the Redeemer statue looks over what South American city?
Rio. No, it's the capital of Brazil.
Sao Paulo?
Sure.
Sao Paulo?
Sorry, no. Ottawa Hills?
Rio de Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro is correct. Ottawa Hills kettle lakes are prominent in regions like Alaska that are covered by what cold-moving sheets of ice?
Glaciers.
Glaciers is correct. Columbian, France and Belgium militarily occupied what region due to the Weimar Republic defaulting on reparation payments?
No answer.
That's a tough one. Ottawa Hills?
Saarland?
It's Germany.
Oh, wait. Okay, I mean, I think it's maybe the Saarland, but wait.
Do you guys want to go?
Saarland? Wait.
Specifically the Ruhr Valley. Ottawa Hills, what absurdist French playwright wrote Rhinoceros and the Bald Soprano?
Absurdist French. Jean-Paul.
No. Columbian?
Jacques.
Ionescu. And that's time. So Ottawa Hills able to open up their lead just a little bit now, 50-10 on Tiffin Columbian. But the lightning round is where the real fun begins. Tiffin Columbian will get the first crack at it when we come back.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College, home to Northwest Ohio's #1 nursing college.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
Every second of every day, news impacts Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan. And every day, the Blade app breaks the important stories that will affect you and your family, delivering the emotional moments that shape our community. So count on us every second of every day for the memorable pictures and impactful video that you can't get anywhere else. Because we know every second counts. It's your local news, all in one place. Download the Blade app today.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
Now you can watch TV without your TV. Introducing Stream TV, powered by Buckeye Broadband.
3 locations to serve you, or shop online 24/7 at shopac.com.
A great teacher calls on creativity and drive to overcome today's challenges. Introducing this month's BCAN Classroom Hero.
Elizabeth Sebley, 3rd grade teacher, Harvard Elementary. My favorite part about teaching is the connections that I make with my students, the community that we build in the classroom. I get to know a lot of things about them throughout the school year. We really become a family, and that's why I look so forward to coming to work every day.
PNC Bank is proud to support our outstanding educators. Nominate your Classroom Hero today.
Experience Toledo basketball live and up close this season. You don't want to miss all the fun and excitement of game day in Savage Arena. Secure your tickets now to see the Rockets in action and join us in making memories that will last a lifetime. Tickets are available at 419-530-GOLD. That's 419-530-4653 or visit utrockets.com. See you at the game, Team Toledo.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is brought to you in part by Unison Health and the Mental Health and Recovery Services Board of Lucas County, reminding you that it's your time, your choice. Welcome to the Lightning Round. In the Lightning Round, each team gets 3 minutes to answer as many questions as possible. 10 points will be awarded for each correct answer. This round will begin with the team that has the lowest score. Good luck.
Well, we're at the midway point of this edition of Brainiacs Bowl. Ottawa Hills with a 50-10 lead on Tiffin Columbian. And, you know, during a golf tournament, they always call Saturday moving day. When the leaderboard really starts to take shape, I feel like the lightning round is moving day for Brainiacs Bowl because a lot can be decided over the next 6 minutes. Tiffin Columbian, you get the first 3 minutes. The floor is yours. Then Ottawa Hills will get their 3. Columbian, you guys ready? Let's see if you can make up some ground. Your time starts now. People at a party hear about the purchase of the title estate by Lopakin in the third act of what play by Anton Chekhov?
Pass.
The cherry orchard. Whose flu game won the Chicago Bulls the 1998 NBA Finals over the Utah Jazz?
Pass.
Michael Jordan. Anthony Albanese is the current prime minister of what country?
Pass.
Australia. Diseases that affect what organ can cause weight loss, goiters, and eye popping?
Thyroid.
Thyroid is correct. What men's golf tournament is played in match play format and is contested every other year between the U.S. and Europe?
Pass.
It's the Ryder Cup. What Japanese filmmaker directed 30 films in his lifetime, including Rashomon and Seven Samurai?
Kurosawa.
Kurosawa is correct. What type of substance used to get rid of unwanted plants is exemplified by weed killer?
Pesticide.
Say again?
Pesticide.
So close. We're looking for herbicide in particular. Yeah. Kepler's first law states that what paths are usually elliptical?
Orbit.
Correct. Nice. At Verdun, what man massacred 4,500 Saxons during a campaign to Christianize them?
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne is correct. Good guess. Name this comedic play by Aristophanes that centers around a journey to Hades and a competition between two famous playwrights.
Pass.
The Frogs. An SPF rating is used to measure the effectiveness of what product?
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen is correct. What very rare D-block metal has the symbol IR?
Iridium.
Correct. In 2021, Olaf Scholz succeeded who as Chancellor of Germany?
Pass.
Angela Merkel. Which political party led by Ed Davey won the third most seats in the British parliamentary election of 2024?
Labor.
Sorry, the Liberal Democratic Party, or Lib Dems. Weighing roughly 150 tons, Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City has the world's largest version of what musical instrument?
Go with guitar.
Guitar.
I'd love to see someone try and play that, but no, it's a pipe organ. Agent Orange was an herbicide and defoliant used in what military conflict?
Vietnam War.
Vietnam is correct. What broadcast company depicted spaghetti being harvested from trees as a 1957 April Fool's hoax?
BBC.
SNL.
Oh. Say again?
The BBC.
Rich? We'll accept that. BBC's correct. What English idiom, which means attacking imaginary enemies, originates in the novel Don Quixote?
Pass.
Tilting at windmills. What region is often cited as the origin of many short... Time is up. Answer would have been the Kuiper Belt, but boy, you made up a lot of ground there. You're up to 90 points, 40 ahead of Ottawa Hills. Green Bears, you ready to go? I know you are. Your time begins now. The poems To Autumn and Endymion are by what Englishman who wrote Beauty is Truth, Truth Beauty in his Ode to a Grecian Urn?
Keats.
Keats is correct. 11-year-old Frank Epperson accidentally invented what food after leaving a soft drink outside overnight?
Pass. Soda.
Sorry, already passed, and the answer was popsicles. The winning candidate in what presidential election created a team of rivals, according to a book by Doris Kearns Goodwin?
Pass.
It's the election of 1860. Clothing manufacturer Abraham Zapruder inadvertently captured video footage of what incident in 1963?
1963. Oh, is it the assassination of JFK?
Correct. If there are 12 items in a dozen, how many are in a baker's dozen?
13.
13 is correct. Saying blushing crow instead of crushing blow is an example of what usually unintentional form of wordplay?
We don't know this.
Pass.
It's called a spoonerism. What Central American country is led by the tough on crime Nayib Bukele?
Pass.
El Salvador. The Grand Canyon was formed by what process in which water or another force carries away rock?
Weathering.
Erosion, sorry. In the acronym EGOT, what does the T stand for?
Pass.
It's Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Awards. What effect is used to determine the distance of galaxies via redshift and causes frequency to change?
Doppler effect.
Doppler effect is correct. Pope Clement V opposed Jacques de Molay, the last leader of what military order that protected Christians traveling to the Holy Land?
Crusades?
Sorry, Crusades was already answered, and Knights Templar is the correct response. What quantity, which is equal to 0 in superfluids, measures a fluid's resistance to flow?
Viscosity.
Viscosity is correct. Sebastian Janikowski is the most recent player of what position to be selected in the first round of an NFL draft?
What position you want? Wide receiver?
Wide receiver?
That's probably the last position you'd think of. He's a kicker. Who is the current Prime Minister of the United Kingdom?
What's his name? What's her name?
Pass.
Yeah, it's Sir Keir Starmer. What consumer advocate who wrote Unsafe at Any Speed about the dangers of automobiles in the 1960s was later a four-time candidate for president?
No clue. No clue. Just pass.
Pass.
Ralph Nader. What word can mean a soda fountain operator, a style of cooking native to Jamaica, or a rude person?
Pass.
It's a jerk.
Oh.
Indeed. George Kelling and James Wilson created a theory that states that serious examples of what behavior are encouraged by more minor examples, called the broken windows theory.
Like bad behavior or something.
Bad behavior.
It's crime. The company Wham-O gave what objects their names, taking inspiration from a pie company? And that's time. The answer was Frisbees. And, well, I said this is kind of like moving day in a golf tournament. Well, Tiffin, Columbian, right back in this thing. It's now 100-90 as we move on to the final challenge round. Don't go far. We'll have it for you right after this.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College. Your success starts here. Apply today at owens.edu.
Defining a new era in men's health. No shortcuts, just results. Get stronger and healthier by putting your health back in order at Game Day Men's Health. We offer services like testosterone replacement therapy, non-invasive ED therapy, weight loss, and vitamin therapy. All in our man cave environment. Privacy, comfort, flat screen TVs, and zero fluff. Our in-house lab can even nail your testosterone levels in 15 minutes. Call or stop in today.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College, home to Northwest Ohio's #1 nursing college. This is the final challenge. Now it's time for the final challenge. Teams will once again have their buzzers in hand. Any team buzzing in with a correct answer will receive 10 points. If the team that buzzed in answers incorrectly, the opposing team gets a chance to answer that same question and gain 10 points. Good luck.
Well, before we dive into the final challenge round, which as always is brought to you by Unison Health and the Mental Health Board of Lucas County, we do have a scoring update for you. We've decided to accept the Ottawa Hills response of weathering to the question about the Grand Canyon. Erosion was what we were looking for, but weathering is close enough, so we're going to give it to them. That means the score is now 110-90, so a 20-point edge on Tiffin, Columbian. This is one of the closer games we have had so far in this first round. Really looking forward to the next 4 minutes. Hands on buzzers, everybody ready? Let's dive right in. Your 4 minutes starts now. What character becomes a surgeon, an assassin, a fighter pilot, and faces a firing squad, all while daydreaming in a short story by James Thurber? Anything? Looking for Walter Mitty. What kind of sausage do the British call black pudding? Columbian.
Pig heart?
No, sorry. Ottawa Hills, you can steal.
Blood or something?
Blood sausage, that's the one. 10 points for you. A solo for what instrument on Benny Goodman's Sing, Sing, Sing was played by Gene Krupa? Columbian.
Trumpet.
Sorry, no. Ottawa Hills?
Saxophone.
It's drums. What ruler created a set of rock edicts after a bloody invasion of Kalinga led to his conversion to Buddhism? Correct. 10 points for Ottawa Hills. What room temperature solid-state halogen has the symbol I?
Iodine.
Iodine is correct. That's 10 more for Ottawa Hills. What general committed suicide after being implicated in the 20th of July plot led the Africa Corps and was known as the Desert Fox?
Rommel.
Rommel is correct. 10 more for Ottawa Hills. Which psychologist's theory of genetic epistemology led to his concept of object permanence? Ottawa Hills?
Young.
Sorry, no. Chance to steal for TC?
Freud.
No, it's Piaget. Name this French hero of two worlds who aided the United States during the Revolutionary War.
Lafayette.
Lafayette is correct. What Russian composer of Scheherazade also wrote The Flight of the Bumblebee? Ottawa Hills.
Rimsky-Korsakov.
Rimsky-Korsakov is correct. What Republican did Mike DeWine succeed as governor of Ohio? Maybe a little young to remember when he was in office. It was John Kasich, who also ran for president. During what year did Solidarity form a coalition government in Poland?
1983.
Good guess, but no. Ottawa Hills, chance to steal?
1942.
1989 is what we were looking for. An MIT group focused on playing this game was fictionalized in the movie 21.
Chess.
Ottawa Hills? No, sorry. Columbian?
Tetris.
Sorry, no. 21 was the key word here. It's blackjack. What four-word French expression means roughly a quality that cannot easily be described? Ottawa Hills?
Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi is correct. What Florida city translates to rat's mouth in Spanish? Just saw the look of sheer terror on your face when that question came up. Boca Raton. Name the Egyptian author of works such as Palace Walk and Sugar Street, which make up his Cairo trilogy. Ottawa Hills?
Hassan.
Sorry, no. Columbian, chance to steal? It's Mahfouz. Nelson Miles captured what man who launched raids against the United States while leading the Chiricahua Apache?
Crazy
Ottawa
Horse.
Hills? Say again?
Crazy Horse.
No, sorry. Columbian? No? Geronimo. Which hero completed 12 labors to atone for...
Hercules.
Hercules is correct. 10 points for Ottawa Hills. What animal is depicted on the flag of California? Ottawa Hills.
Black bear.
Yeah, bear is correct. At the synapse, dendrites receive information from what long-conducting part of a neuron? Axons is correct. 10 more for Ottawa Hills. What mile-long street in Paris runs from the Place de la Concorde?
Champs-Élysées.
Champs-Élysées is correct. 10 more for the Green Bears. What black actor won an Academy Award for Best Actor in 1963 for Lilies of the Field? And that's time. He was the first black actor to win the award. The answer was Sidney Poitier, and that was a dominant final challenge round from Ottawa Hills. Wasn't much of a challenge for you guys, clearly. Really well done. And Tiffin, Columbian, awesome job hanging in there for the first 3 rounds. Sometimes you just run into a buzzsaw on some questions that really vibe with a different team, and clearly it was Ottawa Hills' day, but we're so glad you made the trip up. Hope you enjoyed your time at our studio, and we look forward to having you again next year. So we'll see Ottawa Hills a little later on in the season when we get into our second round of play. Great performance today by the Green Bears. We'll see you next time on the next issue of Brainiacs Bowl.